Okay, welcome back to Mr. G's lab. Today we're going to focus on rounding significant figures and also calculating significant figures. So rounding is pretty easy. Basically, if whatever part that you are going to throw away, if the right end is 5 or higher, round up. It's pretty much that simple. So, for example, for example 2, 32.355923 to two significant figures. We want the 3, we want the 2, but that's two significant figures. We start counting from the left non-zero digit to the last non-zero digit, so 2. So we're going to throw 355,293. I'm sorry, 355,923. We're going to throw that out. So basically, it's just going to be 32. 32.0. I'm sorry, 32 point, not with the 0, or 32. So we'll go to rounding to, oh, this is a weird one as well. So we're going to do number 5. So we're going to round 683.28 to one significant figure. We start counting from the first non-zero digit on the left to the last non-zero digit on the left to one significant figure. So we're throwing away 832.28. So we don't need the 8, we don't need the 2, we don't need the 3, and we don't need the 8. However, the 8 right here is larger than 5, so we're going to round 6 up to 7. But your answer is not 7. Why? Because you still need the placeholders of zeros because of the decimal point. Because we're rounding 683 up to 700. And let's see, that should we'll finish this one up with one. Yeah, we'll do 13. So 13 is 29.73. We want it to one significant figures. We start counting from the left non-zero digit, which is 2. And we want it to one significant figure, so we're going to throw out the 9, the 7, and the 3. So now we're going to bring it to the 9 is larger than 5, so we're going to round the 2 up to 3. But 3 is not close to 29. So we have to remember that we have the 0 as a placeholder, and remember that if you can't put a decimal point. If you do, then you're saying that both the 3 and the 0 are significant, and they're not. So we only want one significant figure. So 30 with no decimal point kilometers per second is your answer. So that's it for rounding. And now we're going to be working on calculations or calculating with significant figures. It looks really, really complicated, and it's really, really easy. It's just basically do the math, then round. So do math, do math, then round, and then Sig Figs, and calculate the Sig Figs. It's supposed to be an apostrophe. Okay, so for example, 3.83 times 1.402 divided by 1300. So we're going to be 3.83 times 1.402 equals 5369666 divided by 1300 equals divided by 1300 0.004135. Okay, so we count the so we're not going to round up yet. Actually, I have that wrong. We should do the sig figs first. My apologies. It should go sig figs should actually go here. My apologies. So then calculate the sig figs. You have 3 significant figures for 3.83 and 4 significant figures for 1.402, and then you have 2 significant figures for 1300. So we go for the least number of significant figures. So we're going to start at the first non-zero digit. We're going to end at the last non-zero digit. We're throwing away 305. 3 is not larger than 5. So our answer is going to be 0.0041. Okay. So let's see. There are a few other ones and whatever, but we'll go to a couple of ones that everyone's like, oh my god, this is really hard. So first of all, let's count the sig figs for number 5. So there's 2 sig figs here. Sorry about that. 2 sig figs here. And why? Because we're throwing away the times 10 to the 7. And there's 3 sig figs here. So literally it's 9.3. 9.3 divided by 186,000 equals 0.00005 times 10 to the 7th. Thing is, we can move this over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since we did that, remember we subtract exponents. So we moved it over 5. So now it's 5 times 5 times 10 to the 7th. I'm sorry, second, because we remember we made a smaller number bigger, so that would give us 10 to the minus 5. So, and then you just subtract the exponents. And yeah, let's see, I got one more thing to work on. Oh, yeah, but we've got it to 2 significant figures, so that's going to be 5.0 times 10 to the second, or you can also move it over 2 more. Yeah, actually, no, it's easiest to be 5.0 times 10 to the second. Okay. And so again, here you want to bring this, take this out at the beginning, then bring it back at the end. The rest is just math. And remember 48.2 and number 1, 48.2 miles divided by 123.8 seconds is just math. Here you have 3 sig figs. Here you have 4 sig figs. So your answer is going to have 3 significant figures. You want to go with the smallest number of significant figures. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. It is awesome to talk to you again. And if there's any questions, feel free to call me or email me. Those of you not in my class, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll respond as quickly as possible. Thanks a lot. Have a sweet day. Peace.